Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I am thrilled to have you here for part 2 of our exciting journey into data analysis using Excel. If you missed the first part, don't worry, I have posted the link in the description, so go watch it before starting this video. In today's session, we're diving even deeper into the world of Excel, focusing on 5 essential topics that will turbocharge your data analysis skills. In this video, we will learn about referencing and its types, that is absolute and relative referencing, filters, sorting, conditional formatting, and slicers. So, if you're ready to take your Excel game to the next level, hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's dive right into part 2 of our data analysis with Excel series. Referencing. Referencing in Excel is a way to use the values in one cell or a range of cells in formulas or functions in other parts of the spreadsheet. There are two types of referencing, that is relative referencing and absolute referencing. Relative referencing. In relative referencing, when you copy a formula to another cell, the reference point changes relative to the new position. If you refer to a cell to the right, the reference shifts to the right. If you refer to a cell below, the reference shifts downward. For example, in this first table, we can see that there are two columns A and column B. Now, if you want to find the sum of column A and B in this column, let's write the formula is equal to A2 plus B2 and then press enter. And we can see that we can find the sum here. Now, if I drag it down, in this cell, we can see that the formula is A2 plus B2. But as soon as we see here, this formula has already and automatically changed to A3 plus B3. So Excel knows that you want to find the formula below. So it relatively changes the location of the other two cells that you are finding the sum for. Similarly, if you pull it down below, the other formulas have also changed. You can see it has now become A4 plus B4. This has become A5 plus B5. This has become A6 plus B6. So the formula is relatively changing with the location of the cell. Similarly, if you want to find the product, press equal to, then this cell into this cell. Then press enter. And you can see that the formula has been done. And you can see that we get the product of column A and column B. Now, if you drag it down, you can again see that the formula have changed automatically with it. It has changed with relative to the position. As we are going down, the reference cells are also changing. For here it's A3 into B3. For this it's A4 into B4. For this it's A5 into B5. For this it is A6 into B6. So this is called relative referencing. Now, absolute referencing. In absolute referencing, the reference point does not change when you copy the formula to another cell. It remains fixed on the original cell, and you can achieve this by using the dollar sign before the column letter, row number, or both. For example, in this cell, if you want to find the sum of column A and column B again, we can write is equal to this plus this and then press enter. Now, if I want to find the sum of column A with this, how should we do it? If I drag it down, it will find this sum of these two. But I want the sum of this and this. So let's go back to the formula. Double click on it. And in the H2, let's select H2 and press the F4 button. You can see this dollar symbol. This dollar symbol refers to absolute referencing. Now, when you press enter, the sum will, for the first row, it will be same. 5 plus 12, that is 17. Now, if I drag it down, you can say that it has changed. It has now become 5 plus 1. Now again, if I want to continue for this and this, I'll just drag it down. And you can see that the first value remains fixed and the second one is changing on its own. When you look at the formula, you see in all of them H2 is absolute. So this is how absolute referencing is done. Now if I pull it down below, you can see it's sum of all of them. Like similarly for product, if you want to find the product of column A and column B, but only by using the first value of column A, that is 5, write is equal to this into this, but absolute reference the first value. So select this and press the F4 and then press enter. Now drag it down and you will find the product of these values. 5 into 1 is 1, 5 into 2 is 10, 5 into 5 is 25, 5 into 6 is 30. So this is absolute referencing. Let's look at one more example where we will be using absolute referencing. Say for this table, if you want to find the value in INR and the USD to INR conversion is given in this cell. So we can absolutely refer this cell and multiply this with this value. So how do we do it? Let's look at it. Press is equal to this into this, then select this and press F4. So we have absolutely referred to this column and then press enter. Now if you double click here, it will fill all the other values. And here you can see that all the values have this cell referred absolutely. So this is absolute referencing in Excel. Now let's look at another example. Filters are a powerful feature that allow you to selectively display data based on specific criteria, making it easier to analyze and focus on relevant information within a dataset. Now, to apply a filter, select the table or select the columns you want to put a filter on. Here in this case, let's select the whole table. Go to the data tab and then you can see there's something called filter. Press on it. And you can see now every column header has a filter. Now, if we go to the gender section and we want to see only the females that are in the class, uncheck the male and select OK. Now we can see only the female students in the class. Similarly, if you want to know only the males in the class, select male and uncheck female and press OK. Now we can see all the male students in the class. Now let's select all of them and press OK. Now in the marks section, if you want to find the students who have scored more than 15 in science, go here, select number filters, greater than, say 15, press OK. And it will sort out all the students that have scored more than 15 in science. Similarly, you can apply these filters to all the columns in this table. To remove a filter, you can go here and select clear. It will remove all the filters in this table. Now, let's talk about sorting. In Excel, sorting refers to the process of arranging data in a specified order based on values in one or more columns. Sorting allows you to organize your data alphabetically, numerically, or chronologically, making it easier to analyze and interpret. Now, how to sort? But before sorting, let's do one thing. Let's select the entire table, go to Insert, and select Table. It will automatically select this whole table and convert it into a table and select OK. Now, if you want to sort the marks of science in ascending order, select science and the values below. Then select this for sorting the marks in ascending order. And now you can see that the marks of science have been sorted in ascending order. Now let's go back. Now, if you want to sort the marks of English in descending order, again, select English and the numbers below, and then press this. It will sort it to largest to smallest. You can now see that the marks of English have been sorted from largest to lowest number. So this is how you can perform sorting in a table. Now let's go back. You can also perform sorting by using filters. So in here, as you can see, there's a filter logo. Select this and you can press sort largest to smallest. It will sort the particular column in largest to smaller order. Now let's again go back. Now let's look at conditional formatting. Go to Home. What is conditional formatting? In Excel, it is a feature that allows you to apply formatting to cells based on specific conditions or criteria. The dynamic formatting helps highlight important information, trends, or patterns in your data, making it visually appealing and easier to interpret. Select the marks of math. Go to conditional formatting. Go to color scales and press this. You can see that a particular color grade has been assigned to all the numbers. Higher meaning green and lower meaning red. So this can give you a brief idea of how many students have performed good and how many of them have performed bad based upon the color scale. We can also apply conditional formatting in different types. Let's select age and then go to conditional formatting, highlight cell rules and select duplicate values. Let's press OK, and you can see that all the values that are repeated in the column are highlighted in red. Now let's go back. Now let's talk about slicers. Slicers in Excel are visual filters that provide an easy and interactive way to filter data in pivot table, pivot chart or Excel table. For example, in this table, again let's insert it into a table and press table, press OK. Now you can see that in the table design section there's something called insert slicer. Press on insert slicer and let's find a slicer for gender and press OK. Now you can see that there is a small slicer here. Now how does it work? It works just like a filter. If you select male, only the male data will be shown here, and if you select female, only the female data will be shown here. Now how to remove this? We can just select here to remove all the selection. So this is how you can add slicers to your table. So with this, we are done with most of the basics. We will go further deep into data analysis using Excel in upcoming videos. Till then, stay tuned. And don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you, and see you in the upcoming video.